Hey everybody, I'm Sim Guru George. You, you know me from Twitter. You know me from basically different socials. I've actually got a great thread going on there right now about all the cringiest slang from all the decades that you guys want me to sneak into this presentation. Go check it out. I am here with.
Hi, I'm Sim Guru Jessica Croft. I am the lead designer on Sims 4 High School Years. It's a pleasure to finally be able to show you all this. It feels like we've been working on this for a million years.
So, high school years, that's why we're dressed up for prom, right?
Yep. I like to pretend that I always dress like this, but no, this is our prom outfit. I feel like we're gonna go give out some Oscars or something.
Yeah. So we've got a couple hours here. We're going to take you through a lot of features. We're not answering any questions in the chat right now, mostly because we've got a lot to go through. We're going to try and get everything, but don't worry, there's awesome blogs coming out. We've got, our gurus online who answer questions outside of this. So let's get into it. Thank you guys for joining us, and let's show this. Here we go. This is our cast. And just letting you know, I got myself in my ear, so if I get a little distracted by myself talking, there we go. So let's look at the cool clothes that we have here. We have aimed at making clothes for teenagers. We are not making clothes for adults. We're not making clothes for kids. We're not making them for elders. This pack is all about the teenage experience, right, Jessica?
Yeah, I think the really interesting thing about this one is if you're familiar with Sims packs, which I hope.
Access this if you are of teen age. This little icon here will go away when you are any other age in CAS. And each one of these really focused on a type of teen experience that you can have, because we really wanted to build a story around, what you wanted to be as a teen. Do you want to be an admired icon and like an influencer? Do you want to be goal-oriented and just crush everything, school, job, money, friends? Do you want to be a drama llama, cause some mayhem? Or do you want to just live fast and be young, kind of YOLO it up? Yeah, YOLO. Going full YOLO, bestie.
I'm
Each of
cringing on my
these
soul.
each of these aspirations has a unique reward trait that will kind of follow you into adulthood and help you through the rest of your teen life as well as your adult life. So each one has, a reward, but each one also comes with a relatable teen trait to start. So that's super fun. So yeah,
Cool.
if you want to be Gretchen Wieners, Sean Hunter, Emma Chamberlain, or even Molly from Booksmart, you can totally live your best life.
And Molly in this house.
I am all about Molly and Booksmart, yeah. What we also have, fashion preferences here.
Yep. Again, fashion is a major focus of this pack and of just being a teen in general, so this felt like a natural place to add fashion preferences.
And we also have a new trait.
Yeah, this is going to be super relatable to a lot of people, including young teen Jessica as well, the socially awkward trait. This one is going to allow you to reflect the story of somebody who is still figuring out the best ways to interact with folks, is the way I would put it. I think the thing that's interesting here is, while there's the expected aspects like you're going to have more difficulty in social situations when you're socially awkward, and again, this is teen Jessica right here. I was definitely a socially awkward loner in high school.
Yeah.
We also want to tell a bit of more of a positive story here. It's not just about being awkward at everything. It's about finding a group of people that you are comfortable with so you can come out of your shell. So if you're socially awkward, you'll be awkward around new people, but around close friends, you'll be comfortable. So again, an optimistic story that we want to be able to tell here.
Yeah. All right. And obviously, so that's all we have in cast to talk about. It's like, this Twitter thread isn't a payoff.
You're killing me, man. You're killing me.
So we have something really cool to show you that is also coming to everyone in the patch that we built with this pack, but it's coming to everyone. So Jessica, I want you to talk about one of the options we buried in here.
Yeah, so we are very, very, very here, I'm going to scoot on over. Excuse me, I'm going to boop the mic. So, boop, we are very excited to finally be able to bring you sexual orientation. This has been a feature that's been long in demand for the community, and rightly so. So I'll give you a brief overview of how it works, but we do have a dev diary going out later today as well, if you want to know more of the details. And if you have questions about this, I want to make sure the dialogue's open, because this is important to a lot of folks here and in the community. So please queue up your questions. If you want to know something specific, I will try to cover it here, but I'm also happy to take questions as well later on. So let's start off with how we got here. We have always tried to make inclusivity one of the major factors in The Sims. So this seems like a natural place to tackle sexual orientation, because we're talking teens, and this is very much the journey of a teenager figuring out who they are, what they're into. So this made a lot of sense for this pack. And I think authenticity is a question that really comes up when any big company does something like this. So I can assure you that a lot of members of the team, myself included, identify as LGBTQIA+. But any one of us only represents a small sliver of lived experiences. So we worked with GLAD, that's the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, and the It Gets Better project to make sure we had a wide variety of stories and perspectives when we tackled this. And I also want to say that this is version 1.0. We are looking at things like this as steps in a journey towards a more inclusive future in Sims. So please understand that we plan on going much further. We don't look at this as the finish line. So let me talk to you, because I can talk about this for hours. So let me just go through what's here, how it works. So the first question is going to be, this Sim is romantically attracted to. So this is going to be an affirmative statement of who you're attracted to, and if a Sim that's not matching your orientation settings tries to flirt with you, you'll reject them. And I think a question a lot of people are going to ask, and rightly so, is why is it gender binary? The reason why it's gender binary right now, which is, again, a natural question to ask, because we just had the pronouns update, which went a long way towards including non-binary Sims and all the other identities. The reason is primarily technical. Right now, mechanically in The Sims, it's based on architecture that's 8 years old, and
well, we're working on it.
Well, it's something we want to continue to iterate on, but at this point in time, mechanically, your Sims still have a gender assignment that you pick when you create them. And again, a journey. We're still plotting out where we want to go next, but the system's also easily expandable to new gender identities as we approach them in the future. So
go through it. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, you sound like you want to jump in, George.
No, I was gonna move this because all the wires are on here.
There's a lot of wires. Also, this rest is extremely poofy, so I'm pulling everything out when I move around. So the question, this sim is exploring romantically. What does this mean? So there were two stories that we felt really core to the experience that we wanted to definitely capture in a V 1.0 of this. And one is the story of somebody who's already figured out who they are. They're very firm in their identity. They're not really questioning things anymore. And their sexual orientation is more immutable. So like myself, I identify as a lesbian. I'm 38. It's been a while since I figured myself out. I'm not really asking questions like that. So it's sim that's not exploring romantically. Their orientation won't shift around through gameplay.
Yeah, so this sim is set up as you are.
Yeah, this is
want to be represented.
Yeah. And but the other story that's really important to tell, especially for teens or anyone that's really still figuring it out, and people figure it out throughout their whole lives, is a sim that's exploring romantically. And a sim that is exploring romantically, their orientation might shift as they encounter more situations, as they date more people, as they flirt and romance more folks. They might find themselves in a different spot by the end of it. And the last one I think a lot of folks are looking at is this sim is interested in messing around with or woohoo with if they're young adult or above. This is physical intimacy. So we're looking at this as romantic intimacy and physical intimacy. And we wanted to be able to capture both asexual and aromantic identities as well. So this is what this is about. And you can do something like have a sim that is interested in romance with women, but not interested in physical intimacy. And this is more of an asexual story. Or you can have somebody that's not interested in romance, but only interested in physical intimacy. And that is more of an aromantic sim. So you might be asking, rightly so, how does that work? Because you can't normally do things like mess around or woohoo without going down a romantic path. And we're actually adding another feature that's not going to be immediately obvious here called Woohoo Partners, where for young adults and above, if you're very close to somebody, you can propose that you become Woohoo Partners with them, which will allow you to be physically intimate with them without having the romantic attachment, without having the strings attached. So again, when we looked at something like this, we want you to be able to tell a broad range of stories. And I think a really touching story I always hear when talking to the community is the story of a young LGBTQIA+ person seeing themselves reflected in media in the very first time in The Sims. And from that, knowing that who they are is normal and that everything will be okay. And that feels very powerful to us on the team. That's what we really wanted to capture here. I could talk about this forever. I'm going to try and move on so we talk about other things. I just want to bang out a couple things real quick, though. This is, again, base game. It's coming out with the pack, but it's available to everyone. We try not to appear evil. Like, this is not gated behind the pack at all. You can change these settings at any time if you go into cast via a mirror or a dresser. And also, you can ask another sim their orientation through an interaction. You probably want to be at least somewhat close to them before you rock up and ask them that, but that is a thing you can do. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more questions. These will all be covered in detail in the dev diary that should be going live soonish.
So as we load into the world, I'm going to ask you two questions. One, these details here on a new sim, what are these settings?
Okay, so if you don't interact with this setting at all, and you just make a brand new sim, this is how they'll default. And this is actually how Sims behave right now prior to the sexual orientation feature. So by default, Sims right now are not particularly romantically attracted to either gender. They start neutral to both. They are exploring romantically, and they are interested in messing around with either gender. That's how Sims behave right now. So again, if you don't want to mess with these settings, then you'll just have this as your default. And this is basically the experience you have right now. I think another question I'm seeing in chat is, are NPCs being updated? So for High School Years pack Sims and moving forward, they will be. We didn't have the capacity to update all the previous Sims just because there's so many, but you can update them if you want to, because again, you can just go into Mirror and update their settings.
And speaking about those Sims and ones that might have these settings and the world, we're going to bring back Zoe and bring in your favorite Sim Guru Popcorn to talk a little about the world and the families here.
The most popular Sim Gurus.
So Fetch.
George, stop trying to make Fetch happen.
Hi.
Jessica, are you there? Not Jessica. Sarah? Zoe?
Hello.
Tell us about this map.
How's it going? So, Copperdale. Copperdale is a very quaint town that used to be a mining town. It was found by old Jasper Prescott, an old prospector, and it was named after copper, and then it is against Lake Lasuli, which is also named after another abundant resource before the mines dried up. So that's kind of where the history of it comes. Yeah, so you're
Also
gonna
got the three neighborhoods.
Yeah, so 3 neighborhoods. The top one is Rock Ridge Heights. This is where the high school and the auditorium is. I know a lot of people were trying to guess what that icon was, but auditorium is where you do, they'll talk about it later, but like prom and stuff. And yeah, so that's that neighborhood. And then the next neighborhood is Prescott Square, which is named after the founder of the town. And Zoe, do you want to tell us a little bit about some of the Sims there?
Sure, yeah. 2 of our families live over there. So we have the Harjo family, where you'll actually recognize Ash, our non-binary trans femme style icon and simfluencer. They live with their dad and his wife Ava and her son Noah. So they're very much a family brought together by the love of food, and you'll even see Ava as the high school cafeteria worker. You'll also find the Prescott family over in Prescott Square. They are descendants of the founder, and you'll see that Molly lives here with her mom, who is the school principal, and her grandfather and her little sister. And Molly is a bit of a prankster and an out and proud lesbian who loves music.
We stand Molly in this house.
Yeah, Prescott Square has the thrift store, which was made by MS Griffey, and the Lakeview Library, which was made by Freezer Bunny, X or Leo, and Tanya. And then the Prescott household was also made by Joel 1990, and the Harjo family was made by MS Griffey as well. So we had Game Changers build these lots, and there's some in the other lot that we'll talk about next. But the thrift store is a thrift store bubble tea shop combo, and we'll kind of talk about that a little bit later. But that's Prescott Square.
And then this
And
neighborhood, Plumbite Cove, I'm
Yep,
going to take us
Plumbite
into while you
Cove.
talk about.
Yeah, so Plumbite Cove. Yeah, so just to reiterate, the Game Changers we worked with were Joel 1990, MS Griffey, and X Freezer Bunny X. They're amazing. So Prescott or Plumbite Cove is a place where the town, after the mines dried up, they decided to try to make this little pier into something, you know, unique and fun for the townspeople, and it's a perfect place to hang out. And you can see Plumbite Pier, which has the Silver Spinner, which is a Ferris wheel, and the Cuddle Carts, which is Tunnel of Love, and the Grave Mine, which is the haunted house, all 3 of which are interactable. You can ride them alone or with friends or do other slightly risque things in them. And yeah, there's lots of fun chance cards and stuff. Yeah, and so the houses that we have here, we have a starter home made by MS Griffey. Then we
Yeah, we wanted this to look a little bit more like a modern phone as opposed to like a BlackBerry from some weird timeline that never actually existed.
All your old interactions from all your packs, they're all there. You can find them. They're under their appropriate folders. But we also have 2 new ones. And let's start out by talking about Social Bunny.
Yeah. So Social Bunny is a full-fledged social media system, I think, is the way to look at it. A lot of this comes from the desire to make the world feel more alive in a way that really reflects a form factor that I think everyone is very familiar with.
And because I forgot this, sorry about this, Jessica, before I open Social Bunny, I will also bring up that we made it a lot easier for you to customize your phone.
Yeah.
And you could do this before. You can customize your backgrounds pretty easy. But we made it a little bit easier, and we added a lot more phone cases.
Yep.
And so anytime you customize one of those, your sim will pull it out just so you can see it as well, which is sort of nice. It just looks a little bit better.
I mean, I think like the way you decorate your phone is definitely a very important part of an aesthetic, I think. Also, you'll probably notice as we go through Sims pulling out their phones and using them quite a lot more.
Yeah.
We definitely try to hammer home the aesthetic of Sims just walking around and talking on their phone.
You're going to love it now, but then you're going to be an adult and you're going to be yelling at the teenagers, get off your phone. But they're going to do it. So this is Social Bunny. This is our take on a social media that's a little bit more active, that allows your Sims to engage, really communicate like teenagers do, like sort of adults do now, like just sort of everyone has sort of moved. As you go throughout the day, you're going to take part in different things. And your Sim is going to be like, oh, I could post about the book I read today. And I could say like, I was really down on this book, or I was happy on it. And Zoe's going to come in here and talk about this because she wrote a lot of this.
Yeah,
You're going to hear a lot of her puns and jokes in here. As you can see.
Zoe's humor comes through very well.
Yeah. So Zoe, like George, he read a book today, and he's, the last page turned, his soul sunk. For him, this was the end of the journey. He'll never experience it the same way again. Thank you, Zoe, for writing that.
You're welcome.
That's pretty
It's
deep.
true.
And because I'm me, I'm naturally going to like my own post immediately.
That's super cringe. Don't like your own post. What are you doing?
Also, I gotta say, there's one on the screen right now, and as a simmer
it.
myself, I did toss in a little gems here and there that really show off the sim vibe.
Yeah, this is
for
very.
anyone.
What language is this?
I don't know. What language does it sound
Cringe.
like, George?
Well, I'm not. Yeah, that is Simlish there.
There's a few cringy things in there just because every teen, posted some cringy stuff back in the day. I know I did. So we've got puns, we got some references, we have little sim gems here and there. It was a lot of fun to write these.
So, in the feed, I can actually message at people. Like I messaged the Molly, and I sent. Where did I go to Molly's message? Oh, I lost it. Oh, it's because. But actually give my chance to post that. But we also have, and how I keep describing this, everyone tells me not to, the ability to slide into someone's DMs.
Yeah, you will be able to gain and lose rel through using social media, much like in real life. And also beyond that, as you post about things, because I think it might not be clear how this works, as you do things throughout the day, you'll have opportunities to post about them. So like if your team wins a big game, you can post about that. And other Sims, depending on their relationship with you, will respond.
So I let Ash know. I was like, hey, I invented a new word, plagiarism.
That's a weird thing to say, someone randomly, George.
I slid in a few of the funny jokes. You're going to get some of my dad humor in there, so enjoy it. Ash, we've been trying to reach you about your refrigerator's extended warranty.
Also,
Out of these.
I've got to say, if you go to Friends real quick, George, or don't worry about it.
Let's do it.
The profile pic for our dad is just old man Pagula shirtless with chest hair blowing in the wind, and it's like, I would die if that were my dad's social media profile pic.
That's a different stream entirely. So as you can see, social media will be there. The followers you get there will tie into other social medias that you've had in the past. They'll add to it. They also tie into something we're going to talk about in a little bit called trendy.
Yep.
So we'll come back to like how that works.
I know you saw the button. We'll get to it. Don't you worry.
Yeah. So I'm going to sleep. Let me take us to the morning because it is a school night. we're going to come back. We have a lot more fun things to show off in this building, including these cool windows. All right. So, school. This is an active career. I think you guys have seen this. Even in Sims 3, you went in and you looked in a window. But now, with the Sims 4, in the high school years, we're going to follow our Sims to high school. We're going to participate. And what's amazing is we're going to do more than one Sim at once.
Yeah, this is the very first time where you're going to be able to send multiple Sims on an active career together. This was
Chardon, not you, him.
George, you can't walk around like that. It's embarrassing. Anyway, this is the first time you'll be able to send multiple Sims on an active career together. This felt like a key story to tell because I think it's very common to have a household with multiple teen Sims that go to school together. So this felt like something we really had to do here. I think some people will ask, is this retroactive to the other active careers? It's not. We had to build this from the ground up to be able to support this. This was actually quite an endeavor to do.
Oh, you know what we should do as we're prepping for the day, because we're going to go to school soon. Let's talk about actually prepping. So what do we do? Apply facial cleanser? I know that I got prom at the end of the week. I don't want to break out early. Old man Pagula, he's looking a little hairy everywhere. So I can shave his face, or, let's talk about shaving other parts.
I'm going to look away.
Let's do back hair. I just want to let everybody know that you can do this.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh, no.
Yes. You just say, oh no, but if we didn't push to get this in here, you'd be very mad at us.
Also, I'm not judging you. Like, it's full body hair. Like, I see you.
We support manscapers.
Until you said that.
Yeah, sorry. What am I doing? Okay, it's time to go to school. We're going to select which schools to follow her. So look, you can follow no one. And so if you choose to follow no one, this is exactly the sort of experience you get in base game. They're going to go off into a rabbit hole. They're going to disappear. You're going to hang out on your lot. They'll come back at the end of the day. But if you follow them, well, you'll see.
And yeah, the pack is called High School Years. So high school was definitely in the very forefront of our minds when we were thinking about how to put this thing together.
So excited about this. And we'll bring it up here as this loads in, is that this is Copperdale High. Look at this. You arrive in the morning? Oh, wait, I'll bring it up here on the calendar. We have different things that happen every day. Today, at the end of the day, there's going to be a sports team festival. So I think you're going to see a lot of our students wearing sports outfits, as you can see.
Yeah, all those Lettermans.
Yeah. So I'm going to sort of show off this school real quick. And as I do, Jessica will talk a little about like what we're going to do here.
Yeah. So I think to mention right away, because I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, did we ever get Steven on the line? Steven, jump in if you are on the line. But we wanted it for kind of an Art Deco look. This was a very iconic style of high school. But if you don't like the look, you can bulldoze this whole thing in the ground. We won't be offended. We might be a little offended.
Yeah. Now, I will say school has to not be in session because no construction while people are trying to learn.
Yeah. Don't want to knock down the school if everyone's slated.
What's this building over here?
This is the auditorium. This is where things like prom and career day and graduation would take place. This is using kind of a modular lot type where you can switch out what the aesthetic of it is for different events.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, if you want to build the school from the ground up, feel free to. It's the biggest build challenge I think we've ever let players do in terms of a venue. I know some folks like Improved are going to immediately knock this thing down. Off it is in Copperdale.
I'm going to show real quick one of my favorite parts of the school the World Builders put in is this is a computer lab that very much feels like a computer lab out of school from the 90s.
Yeah.
Where they're using computers from the 70s.
I play so much Morgan Trail here. Is this for me?
We got a gym and some chess stuff down here. But let me walk you through the wall.
Yeah.
So
yeah, George flies around. School is an active career. You have goals throughout the day, like going to class and doing things like working out, talking to people. I think a thing to acknowledge here is while going to school and having exams and grades is an important part of high school, it's kind of what it says on the tin, right? It's not the part we felt that was most interesting.
let's show them. We have to show them that this is not a bug.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure somebody's going to wonder, why is that T posing?
I love this part. Explain what he's doing.
Yeah.
It happens randomly, so we don't always get it.
So this is the new hotness in Sims social media. This is the T-pose challenge. Are you gonna try and be a cool kid, George? And
I am. I'm going to ask about the T-pose
I
challenge.
mean, if Sydney's doing it, then it's definitely cool.
Hmm.
But yeah, so like things like this, like every day you go to school, there's going to be new things happening. And while class is a thing you have to play around and work with, because going to school and getting education is an important part of going to school, I think the thing that we thought was more interesting is the drama that happens at school, the stories that happen in the hallways, seeing your friends, getting into fights, romance. All the things that you see in a teen coming of age drama, more so than the classroom. I see a lot of T's in chat. Let's get some T's in chat if you want to do the T-pose challenge.
Wait, I think I have some BO, so I'm going to send my sim off to, I forgot which locker I claimed. I got to go freshen up. I will have you T-pose challenge.
So the lockers are, you coin the locker and you can customize them to a wide variety of different styles.
Where do we put the T-pose challenge?
I don't remember.
Oh, you know what? I have to learn it. I just asked him about it.
Yeah, you have to learn about the cool new hip thing from the cool hip students.
Before school okay, class starts in an hour. Let me show off a little bit of the locker. You know.
Yep. Yeah, so you can customize your locker to a wide variety of styles. You hit decorate locker real quick. What style is this right now, actually?
I think I have it as sort of a grungy rocker look.
Yeah, so you can change it to things like anime, you can change it to kawaii, goth, gamer, really anything. Which one, what speaks to you right now, George?
You're going to go for eco enthusiast. And I won't change that. When am I I'm eating an apple.
I would have gone for kawaii or anime.
So
Definitely
eco
not nerd.
enthusiast, let's open it up just so we can see how the decorations change inside as well. Get off your phone. See, I told you.
Yeah.
You've been yelling at him to get off your phone.
You're gonna feel old like us.
So we're going to get in. I'm actually not working on my skills here. We'll see. Oh, if you heard, the bell just rang. It always happens a few minutes before class, so everybody goes in and gathers. What class do we have today? We are in business class.
Yeah.
So classes, we get 2 per day, right? And the subjects.
Oh god.
Well, let me show this because I'm gonna do this. I customized this room a little bit last night to again talk about my school. I made it a little bit grungier. The other class, which other classes, a little bit nicer. This is how it's set up by default, you know. But as again, you can customize this however you want. I wanted to make sure you represent that my kids got a little bored, started writing on desks. We got mismatched ones from whenever they had to get them in. It was great.
This class is seen from
Yeah. So as you can see, teacher showed up.
Yeah, so class, again, while not the major focus, it's still an experience you'll go through. There'll be chance cards that happen throughout the day, different subjects that care about what your skills are. You'll be able to gain skill as well. And how well you do in class will determine whether or not you graduate, which I think is a really important thing to mention. Graduation is not necessarily a guaranteed thing. We definitely want to tell the story, be able to let players tell the story of someone who either drops out or doesn't quite make the grade. So that is a thing that will have consequences if you don't manage to graduate. I think more on that, since there's some questions I see in chat. The consequences of not graduating, it might lock you out.
Sorry, my sim apparently didn't want to be head of the class. He wanted to sit in the back. I just love that.
Just to sit all the way back there to the desk that's right in front.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you don't graduate, you might be locked out of a few specific careers. You might not be able to go to university, for example. This is not an insurmountable thing, though. You will be able to get an online degree in order to re-enable going to those careers or going to university. If you're particularly skilled, you might get invited to university anyway. So there are off-ramps to this, but it is an important thing.
I didn't finish homework last night, but I'm still doing okay.
It's fine. I never did homework in school as a student.
So to go over this again, we have 2 classes per day you'll attend. The subjects change, and as you can see, you will learn skills in all of these classes. You know, just high school level, couple skill levels. If you go through the whole high school process, you know, we'll get to graduation later. But as long as you go through that, you'll learn. Subjects will change per day, but you'll spend a lot of time interacting in the halls, meeting other Sims, getting ready for proms, you know, having all that. So as you can see, the bell just rang, class is over, teacher cleaned this up. I could go prank it, but I'm not going to because I
Don't get expelled.
Don't get expelled today.
Yeah.
Don't
get detention. Detention is the thing, though, like people want, right?
Yeah. I'll get banned from prom, not to sneak out and go there. She's setting up for the next class. What is next? Oh, we have to wait for the
Looks like math.
Yeah. Let's go order some lunch and sit down. Obviously, Molly's going to go sit with her mom.
I mean, is Molly sitting with her mom or is her mom sitting?
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'm going to get some, you know what I'm going to get? Rainbow brownies. Those sound
A
very
nice healthy
teenage children.
lunch. Yeah.
What do you want to get?
I want a fried chicken slider. Also, I'm very sad apparently. Why am I
What
sad?
are you saying? Oh, it's because you're still not fulfilling your.
dreams.
You got a fear of not fulfilling your things.
Depression, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
It is. So I have some, I've been working on the save a little bit this week. I was trying to set it up so I had people to ask to prom tomorrow. Oddly enough, and I don't know if Molly's going to talk to me, she wanted to be my friend. She wanted to ask me to the prom as friends yesterday because she's lesbian, right? Yeah. But I had kind of set up to ask someone else, so I had to reject her, and I don't know if she's going to be mad at me today.
Probably. I should ask Molly at prom. I would take Molly. We stand Molly in this house. I'm also so sad. I needed something to brighten my day.
Discuss fear. Let's discuss fears. Oh, it sounds like there's an announcement going on. No.
So I think, again, while class is an important part, I think it's the balance of accomplishing your goals in class and then also like joining teams and whatnot against managing like the social drama and all the fun stuff that you want to do as a teenager.
Yeah.
I should give Molly a hug. She's so sweet. We stand Molly. But yeah, so one of the new things we're adding here, which might not necessarily be obvious from the gameplay, is we're adding a thing called
I did become our best friends. Right?
Nice. NPC relationship autonomy is what we're calling internally. It's not a very flashy name, but what it basically is Sims can now do things like ask you out or break up with you. It's, again, all about adding more drama and nuances to the stories that happen, more emergent stories through gameplay.
Yeah, I was over here trying to, so I'm going to ask Cassandra, maybe I'm bold, asking her about her romantic interests to see if I could pursue this relationship any further. But while I was setting up the save, Molly just became really good friends with me and was like, hey, you're cool, let's go to the prom. And came up and asked me. And I felt really bad about having to reject it. Also because I had set up this save a billion times before and I kept trying to ask her to the prom and she kept rejecting me. So I felt like revenge.
It's different every time we rehearse for this.
It is.
Like, it's been a journey every time. Oh, Cassandra actually did tell you her romantic orientation.
Oh, she did, yeah.
Still exploring?
Oh, she is exploring.
You have a
well, maybe I finally have a chance to go into prom. Because trust me, every previous one, Jessica's always made it to prom.
Yeah,
my sim for some reason
every single time.
gets rejected a lot.
I'm sorry, you can be my loser brother. It's fine. I still love you.
I'll just do a friendly intro. I'm gonna work on myself. So we'll go through the second period here. I'm gonna go back. It sounds like let me cancel my stuff. They will go back to their classes. I left my homework on the floor like a great student. Oh, I'm a little late. Don't get in trouble. Well, you're in class. Let's see, you're like the perfect student. However you made your sim, she's just the perfect student.
It's because I'm the perfect person, George.
This is fantastic. So we'll go through this real quick. So I think we should talk a little bit about pranking, the whiteboard, lockers, etc. How you get into trouble a little bit.
Yeah, you can do things like prank lockers, sync capsules. You can mess with the school PA system. You can also get in trouble just by being truant. That's the thing you can do, just not show up to class. That's my story from high school. I skipped so much class as a kid, and I turned out fine.
Oh, get out of here, teacher. Let me be really bold. She won't move.
I wouldn't do that while she's right there.
I sort of want to show getting in trouble, but okay. Well, class is over. There's 2 classes per day, I think we mentioned again. This is how we set it up, but you can still hang out at the school. There's a lot of fun things to do. Again, there's going to be a sports fest. This is the football team festival again later today. You'll see it'll happen out here on the field. It looks like the cheerleaders already have a setup place so they can participate and practice.
Did you join the cheer team?
I did not, but I wanted to show off who's over here. Let's see. There are students that will come out and they will advocate for the clubs they're in. As you can see,
That's one going.
Yeah, let's go see what they're looking at. Okay, T-Post challenge. I'm gonna have you go learn it. Let me go ask.
So I'm not trying too hard, George.
Oh, you do that. I just really like that challenge.
Want to join
what is she? I'm going to join the cheerleading team, and I know that over here he was talking about it, so I'm going to go ask him about it. I would like to show off some of those cheers. There are solo cheers that you can perform and practice, and then there's group cheers that happen, which are great.
Yeah, the activities you can join, some people were wondering from chat, are you can join the football team, you can join the cheer team, you can join the chess club and the computer club.
Yeah. And you can also join these just like sort of regular jobs. Let me show that real quick. You can go to the job menu. Like if you don't want to wait and find someone, you can join the after school activity here. As you can see, cheer team member, chess team member, computer, football team. Go join this way. All right.
Are you gonna do some cheers?
Well, I got to cheer, Matt. You know, let's hang out until this thing kicks off.
Oh, the festival?
Yeah.
It's almost
What time does it kick off? It
It's
is
5, right?
5 p.m.
Yep. But yeah, there'll be festivals where you get to hang out with other team members. An interesting thing to note, when you join a team, like registering the cheer team, you'll get a bunch of teammates, which you'll have increased camaraderie with because, team solidarity. But you also get a rival, someone on the team that just hates your gut for whatever reason because they're a teenager. So you'll have to deal with that as well. And again, we are looking for ways to introduce drama and interesting storytelling.
Click these posts just because stuff's happening.
Also,
Let's do some solo routines.
and there are group routines as well.
I have no idea what my fitness is one. Let's see how this goes.
Such good hair as a kid, I've got to say.
I miss it too. It's going away.
Why too fast?
I will say, people had asked about like, can you do other high schools in other worlds? We've focused, this is the high school location. Students in other worlds will go to this location if they want to actively attend a high school.
Mhm.
Are you doing selfies over? Yeah.
That's
Put some selfies
accurate.
over here.
If anyone follows me on Simguru Jessica on Twitter, I post a lot of selfies. This is canon. You're so graceful, George. So graceful.
More graceful than in real life, trust me. Let me go. Let's do some selfies.
So we added new selfie poses. I don't think this came across, but yeah, we saw it. That's cute. Cute brother sister pair. So we added new selfie poses because again, selfies big part of being a teenager, and for adults too. Because again, I post a lot of selfies. This is something that showed up in the trailer. Just want to re-emphasize that we did in fact add more selfie poses here. I know there was a bit of a confusion around Snowy
Oh,
Escape.
this is great. I've got I'm hiding behind the pom pom.
That they're so cute. I love these.
Yeah. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. Let's practice with the football. Let's see.
Are you
How are we doing?
gonna beam me with a football?
We'll see. We did this last time, and one of us got beamed really hard. It's always a gamble sometimes playing with a dangerous object like a football. Oh, you see, and I'm showing off already. I'm tense.
I fear. Okay.
Oh, nice catch. Nice.
I can throw a nice too. Right now, I don't like it. I can.
Yeah. So when you get festivals like this, they appear.
Take that.
That was revenge for a previous gen. Trust me. Here we go. Let me see. We got high school clothing for this one. Oh, quarterback. You know what? I joined the cheerleading team. Let me go get an outfit.
Are you gonna pretend you're on the football team?
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, I joined the outfit, so I should wear it later. We got prom stuff coming up. You know what? We'll go home. We'll finish this day out because the lights just came on.
Did we actually
I
ask
don't
anyone?
We didn't. I figured we could. Should we wait tomorrow or should we try and do it tonight? Let's do it during exam day.
Okay.
We should only be focused on things that are not exams on exam day. Let's see. Let me double check. You know what? I think school's done. You want to get people and let's go to the pier.
Yeah.
And it's typically an after party, but let's go see what's
I think
in
we
there.
have enough time to probably hit the pier.
Yeah, we'll go.
Run prom, and then maybe finish out with some built by self.
Yeah. Look, we'll bring Molly. bring me. Who else want to bring? Molly is who you're going with. I forgot, right? Yeah. We'll go.
Yeah, no, I'm going to Molly, and you're going with Cassandra.
Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about these peer attractions, which we're all really excited about because, again, this is the place where we think that you're going to have lots of fun dates. You're going to have a lot of fun teenage stories that go on there. We talked earlier about being influenced by a lot of different TV shows and movies.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it feels that, in CW dramas, in Disney dramas and stuff like that, you often get the pier scenes. People going to Santa Monica Pier, people going to stuff like this, right?
Yeah, I think I was watching Bella talking about the trailer, and she mentioned that like there's like a carnival or fair in like every single teen coming of age drama, and no, it's true, it's true.
So we have, Sarah can correct me. I forgot this is, I think, the Grave Mine.
Yeah, Grave Mine.
We've got the Cuddle Carts, and we've got the Silver Spinner. Now, when you show up here, you can, yes, correct. And Sarah, you can talk about this with us. You can go on these with your friends, right?
Yeah, you can go on them with your friends or ride them alone. And the Cuddle Carts are you take romantic rides with, and you can potentially maybe catch some feels or have your first kiss. There's lots of fun things.
This is a prime example of like understanding that Sims are like not romantically interested in there for various reasons now, but she will go over here on Silver Spinner with me.
Yeah, like I think for the first time in a while, you're actually going to see them push back in relationships. I think that adds some really interesting emergent storylines that you're actually going to be able to play with here. I think that's really important for us to be able to tell more authentic stories here.
Yeah, and I know people are going to ask, they're like, "Oh, I can't see them in there." These are very much like you go in, you participate in, you get the fun chance cards, but you're not going to like be looking at woohoo through those windows. We have much more explosive woohoo results.
Don't say it like that, George.
So there's an awesome boba tea out here, which I love. I also really, really love this ice cream stand. I think it's just beautiful. I mean, some of this ice cream was around before, but isn't this gorgeous? Like, it just feels like Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk or something.
Yeah, no, it's very charming. Like, this whole town's just so charming.
What I will like to hint at, and I think we're going to be here late, I think the lights are going to turn on shortly, is when the lights turn on, this is great. There's a lot of mysterious things. You might have noticed creepy eyes under the pier and stuff. You like to hint about the mystery this time?
Yeah, so I think aesthetically what we're going for is something out of, like, say, a John Hales film or a Stephen King novel where, like, it's a charming, sleepy town that's about to be rocked to its core when a recently discovered it's made. That there's a tension, I think, in Latin coming-age dramas where there's a feeling that everything's a little bit scarier because you're not as quite used to the world. So we're trying to capture that vibe here.
I call this out because Malcolm, he does this regularly. He's actually asking me, not a date, he just wants me to sneak out through the window to get an R-rated movie.
Sounds like there's some intent in that request.
To be, Malcolm's been after me for a while.
Yeah, so popular, George. You went to like 9 proms, so.
Nice. Yeah, okay, so we'll go through this a little quick. Anything else we want to talk about here? We will. I'm worried about cheating people for woohoo that are us before we go to prom. You know what? We'll just create some Sims. We'll show off woohoo. We're going to do massive dead cheats here. All right.
Don't press at home.
Let's do adults.
Oh, you're just going to make 2 entirely enough.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. And we'll just ignore them for the rest of the stream like they were never created.
Don't worry about it. These are just some, very bold adults that are going to have some fun on the go.
Yeah. All right, let's take our new Sims here. Have they introduced themselves here?
These are very cute random Sims.
meet the person you're going to get really close to really fast.
That's a tradition. Everybody's got to. Everybody's got to woohoo on Sims going.
All right, chat. Where do you want to woohoo? Silver Spinner, the Cuddle Carts, the Grave Mine?
The Grave Mine's really cool, actually.
Oh, look at that. Fantastic. First kiss on a pier.
Yeah,
let's escalate really quickly.
It's a Grave Mine. Woohoo. VFX.
Be a lot of talk about shows. What shows did you watch for research on this?
I like Riverdale. You know, it's super crazy, cheesy.
Riverdale's great. Like,
Um,
I love Riverdale.
I just like, to be fair, like it's like a guilty habit. A lot of those CW shows. I
Yeah.
know we watched Euphoria. I got a couple episodes in. That one's intense.
Oh,
You
Euphoria.
love it, yeah.
I love Euphoria.
Okay.
I stand Jules, but
Oh, yeah. So I watch a lot of movies. I love Booksmart. I loved it before that.
Yeah.
There was this awesome one on Amazon Prime that was like a retelling of Groundhog Day almost.
oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, sorry. They're woohooing. Oh, sorry.
Judgmental.
What I love about this, and you'll notice as they travel down the tracks, you'll see the woohoo moving with them in the prefix. Get close as well.
Yeah, a lot of our research was certainly shows, but we also spent a lot of time talking to actual teens. Like we ran interviews with folks that are actually living through high school right now and to talk about what's important with them.
All right, we're both going to go over here. We're going to do another woohoo, and then we're going to go home and we're just going to get to prom real quick
All right.
because I think we've got 20-ish minutes left.
We're always on the clock.
We are always on the clock. All right, everybody, let's. This is I don't typically
Yeah,
do
yeah.
like this. I usually take time
Too
and
much information, George.
be
Too
respectful.
much
And,
information, George. Stop.
all right.
This is how you get banned from the pier, by the way.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yes. If you get caught woohooing on any of these rides, you can get banned for multiple days.
Yeah, I would be careful.
Oh, yeah, we got banned from the Great.
No! Maybe so, to be
Here.
fair.
We'll actually see it. So if you're banned and you try to go to it, it's like, yep, you've been banned from this ride.
That's the only ride you're banned from.
Let's see how
I
this goes.
apologize for ripping this wrapper off, but I need to try this bubble tea.
Oh, that's fine.
It's just so loud. They make out the crinkliest plastic.
Always.
Oh, I feel like modeling is such fun with these animations.
Also, if you didn't notice, there's Womp Womp. He's
Eating
hanging
sign.
on the eating on the sign, and he's also hanging on the back. All right, let's take our teams home.
All right. I'm off to work because, you know, again, you gotta be consistent. That's how you get those followers.
Oh, no way. I really love that I added a flirty DM that says you up.
No.
Let me see if I can do it on anybody. See if it, let's see. Oh, never mind.
starting.
We're gonna prom. We can't do this. Trust me. You'll enjoy that. All right. Okay. Here we go. So again, prom is fully customizable in the same way that the high school is. You can rebuild on it. If you want to make it a spring fling, Sadie Hawkins dance, you can change the decorations completely. If you want to make it a giant greenhouse, put fish inside of it and say it's an under the sea dance, that's all up to you.
Yeah, you can. This is. We're trying to give you as many tools to customize the thing as possible.
What are you wearing? You decided to wear that outfit?
I mean, I did just buy it.
You did buy it. Okay. Well, I'm going to change you back into it.
I'm a queen. I wear what I want. I make whatever I'm wearing work.
That's true.
I guess I can just wear the red dress.
Oh, Molly's already going to see. To be fair, I forgot who we came here with.
You came with Cassandra.
And you
Killing
came with
me.
Molly, right?
Yep.
So I really want to show off the, can you can't sweetheart dance with her, can you? Yeah, you can. Let's do it. You're here as friends. You're going to do it anyways.
Yeah.
I like the sweetheart dance. We're going to do it. So, proms are an event, and you can actually get scored on how well you do here, or can you score? As you complete these, you'll get rated, but it's all about hanging out with friends, having those moments, dancing, eating
Look
food.
at you.
Yeah.
How wholesome.
I love this part. What are you listening to? Oh, I should have chosen this.
This is very much what I think of as traditional prom dancing, where it's two people who don't really know how to dance,
Yeah.
just holding each other at arm's length, waddling in a circle.
There's food out, drinks. We can go over here. We can vote for the prom jester, prom royalty.
Mhm.
Let me give you a vote here. I think you deserve it in that
Are we-
dress.
Are we gonna stuff the ballot here?
Yeah. Let's see if I can make, you know what, Sydney's going to be prom jester. I should have made Molly. She came with you anyways.
It's fine.
So,
Sibling solidarity.
like- you're supposed to be working. There's obviously a phase where you hang out, you dance, you use the photo booth, you show off outfits. And then there's are people in there. Uh-oh.
Oh, Molly.
Molly really she didn't take a picture with the chaperone, her mom.
I feel so bad for
She's still making up for what she did in those trailers.
Yeah. Molly, girl, you'll move out eventually. It's fine. You'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can take a photo with take a romantic photo with Molly. Yeah, why not? This is gonna get drama filled quick.
You're such a chancer.
She's gonna get angry at me.
So we've got about 7 minutes left, I think.
I love the music. Sorry, I'm listening to music in the background. A lot of fun stuff.
Our audio is definitely so bad.
Well, I'm going to sort of speed through prom a little bit. We'll do some dancing, and then we're going to go home. I'm not going to do a lot of this. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
It looks like.
ceremony.
Do you think she was stuffing? Like, not something that she was checking with her mom and be like, "Hey, make me prom queen."
Like, I mean, that's some nepotism. Hopefully not. We'll see.
It could be.
We'll see. We're about to find out. A lot of things happened today to Jessica. Yeah, relatable. True story. That.
Oh, who's the king? Who's the queen? Oh, it is Sydney. It is Jessica. Let's see how those votes go.
Yeah.
Got a crown. Doesn't look like your crown here, but very good.
I dressed up for the occasion. Calculated.
Oh, that's nice. All right. Well, and this is weird. We're gonna, if we get invited to an after party, we're gonna skip.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I've never gotten invited to an after party, but you have in like every one of these.
I mean, I am mean. You got invited.
Finally get invited to an after party.
What do we do?
Yes. Finally.
Unfortunately.
Okay, I'm not thinking.
Unfortunately, we've got to do some things.
Okay, we're gonna go home. We're gonna get to the end of the prom. We just want to go through some build buy stuff, and we'll end it here. Oh, they cleaned that prom up fast. We'll see if we missed any questions we want to talk about. I think someone had a quick question about, hey, do we have periods in the game? We didn't go that deep into puberty for this time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of discussion about the things that happen to teenagers in